Really picked up.
Alan,
Yeah.
what's up, brother?
How's it going?
Okay, mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best. Actually, we're having a really good episode.
Yeah,
so fuck
dude.
you, Rob.
We played with a snake. And
Yeah, I heard all the innuendo about it.
What are you doing, brother?
I'm just sitting here. I actually got my microphone and everything set back up for this.
You sound great.
It's been about 3 weeks since I stopped doing my show.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those weird sort of where you get too busy with the whole production of it. Like on my end, I was the producer. I ran the whole live production that we did for Potential Problems podcast, and we did the show twice a week. And doing it that many times, you just sort of get burned out after 100, 125 episodes.
Slim does it, and I feel bad. You know, I'm like, where's this? Where's this? And I know how fucking time-consuming it is, and I feel bad sometimes, bro. Like
Sometimes it's just laziness, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like, right after a show, I don't want to jump right into editing.
Editing.
Like, I want to just kind of relax for a little bit, and then that relaxing will extend for a day or two. So
it's understandable.
I usually did the exact opposite just to get people out of my apartment, so they figured, oh, okay, the show's done. I guess we have to go now.
Now, how long did you say you did it for?
About a year and 4 months, roughly. We started doing it back in January of last year, and ran up to about the beginning of May of this year. So, yeah. And we did it consistently. We only had about one time where we took a day off. But even then, it lined up perfectly with our 100th episode, so I just threw a best of together and put it out there.
Nice. Yeah, so I figured about December coming up next year, we'll be done.
That's when we quit.
Then the question of where all the equipment on the table goes, because I, too, have a central table with all my equipment.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what I was going to ask you, dude. Are you trying to get another show together?
I'm in the works with some things. I don't really want to jump into anything too quick before. When I started Potential Problems podcast with my buddy John, I had started doing open mic comedy here in Albuquerque for a few months or whatever, and then we started hanging out, and we just decided on the fly one night to, hey, let's do a podcast since we both did one before. And then it just sort of morphed from there. So it kind of became about the Albuquerque open mic scene, and we would invite different guests in who were comedians and just sort of get their take on starting out and what experiences they've had.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
That's cool.
What kind of mic are you using, man? Because, again, it sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm using a Sterling microphone. I'm not sure the exact model, but it's a condenser.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got, and it probably sounds like a fucking PA on a Port Authority. Port Authority PA.
Is that a New York or New Jersey reference? I
Yeah.
don't know.
New York, New Jersey.
Port Authority bathrooms are even worse.
That's where the glory holes are, bro.
Yeah.
And the smell of urine. The
Yeah.
ever-present smell.
The pre-com and the after-com.
Are you planning on starting another podcast?
Well, I asked him that.
Oh, you did ask him
You
that. I'm
fucking
drunk.
Jerk off. We're all drunk.
How
Our
many
intern got us
beers have you
drunk.
guys each had at this point?
3 or 4, plus
Yeah,
I've had a
probably
couple
that.
shots.
I'm drinking something that's like it's 9% alcohol by
He's
volume, and it's
drinking
a
wine
it's
coolers.
16 ounces of, so it's like
Jizz.
4 beers a beer, I guess, something like that.
He's drinking
I don't know.
4 for 1.
All right, well, let's forget that I asked that question.
Alan, your picture. Your tweet for Anthony. Oh my God,
yeah,
dude.
the face swaps. You guys have been liking the face swaps. I've been
Yeah,
doing?
those are amazing, man.
Yes.
So I take it you guys are kind of O&A fans, right?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I've been listening since NEW.
So how long have you guys been doing this little thing that you're doing right now?
It's been almost a year for this show, but we had one with Slim's cousin before this that was about a year too.
Yeah.
So I guess about 2.
We're if you combine both shows, we are close to 2, but with this show, it's only been like 6 months.
Yeah.
7 months.
Hey, look, on the Twitter picture, that's the microphone I use in the background. Every once in a while, I'll cut my hair like an old man. So, like, I'm only 22, but I'll cut my hair like an old man so I can mature really quickly.
I was gonna ask if you still had that sweet hairdo.
No, it's just something I do every once in a while, and I'll just walk into the office one day with that, and people are like, "Whoa!"
I love it, bro. I put like baby powder in it too, make it look like gray.
That just looks like lice.
Shit, man. Fucking, what was I gonna ask you? Yeah, who was the guy you used to do it? Did you used to do it with a regular co-host?
Yeah, actually, it was me and my buddy John. We sort of started the whole thing together. And a little bit down the road, we got another touring comedian, Kurt Fletcher, as our third mic on Sunday or Saturdays.
Okay.
And he eventually said one day to us, he was like, "Hey, I got to stop doing the podcast." We're like, "What happened?" And he just tells us, "Well, college football's on this year, so that's a lot more important."
Oh my God.
Wow, dude.
But that's just a testament to Kurt, though. Like he's one of the funniest
Die hard.
fucking comedians out here. But yeah, I know you guys mentioned Lucas Corvada earlier, and that's kind of weird because he's another one of the comics out here, and we had him on our show.
Wow.
And it was at the point where, like, you know, it's cool if you're gay, but you know, just cool it on all the gay, like, dick jokes. Like, it got to the point within the 20 minutes that we had him on the show, I had a list of each time he made a reference to some sexual innuendo 40 times.
Oh, we love him, man. We've
Yeah.
had him on twice. He's
I
amazing.
kind of can't get enough of Lucas. I fucking love him, bro. I think
Yeah,
he's
they say
hilarious.
that at the glory holes too.
Yeah, man. Like we had like months before that another gay podcaster, and we thought he was gonna be funny, but he was not, man. And he
He didn't want to play balls.
No. And then we had Lucas on. Lucas is like what I thought the other guy would have been, and the other guy like was an actor and like did all sorts of shit.
Oh man, that
like,
other guy took himself way too fucking seriously.
he had the AIDS though. He had the hip, bro.
Yeah.
That
He
was
was
his whole
obviously
promotion.
seriously gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was balls deep.
I think he
gay.
was like promoting a book on what it was like being gay with AIDS or something.
He had
I don't know.
an unscheduled rendezvous in Bangkok.
He had a slip of
A slip of sexual safety in Bangkok. Yeah.
NicholasSnow.com.
Both the guy.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's stuck.
Well, the site we used to use this site that we would get these guys off of called freeradioguestlist.com. Why am I giving them plugs?
I don't know. Why are you promoting them?
They kicked us off though. Rob had emailed them one day and he was like, "Hey, do we get any feedback from anyone?" And they emailed back and they're like, "No, nobody ever really contacts us about the radio shows they do." And then like 2 days later, we get another email. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I confused you with another show. We were told that your show is crude and rude and degrading, and we don't want you to use this site anymore."
Yeah, I was kind of curious how you guys book so many guests per show, but then I saw your guys' Twitter and I saw like tweets to John Lithgow asking,
Yeah.
can we get you for an interview? And I was like, oh, so it's not working.
That was just the last week. Usually, like, everybody I find on Twitter that follows us, they usually call us, like, comedians. And,
Right. We've gotten
shit like that.
Mike Buschetti we've had recently. We
Yeah.
had Bob Levy,
Stuttering John.
Those are all from Twitter. Just
Didn't
reaching
someone
out to these
accuse
people.
Stuttering John of being fake?
Yes, on our show, somebody called in and he's like, "Why would I fake being Stuttering John?" Like, that's not
that was
who you
kind
want
of weird. But something that I did notice on one of the prior shows was when Lady Trucker called in talking to Edgar, but the Edgar was for some reason racist. And it seemed like the person who was with the voice of Edgar wasn't putting enough actual strain on it. They have to close their mouth. Everything.
We should have an Edgar off.
We should call him. We might call that Edgar right now. And actually, I don't know if he's listening. He may be listening. The Ustream's been off, so we're just gonna call him. And all right, so let's do this. Let's just say, Edgar, are you there?
Yeah, if he answers, he'll be like, "Edgar."
Yo.
Edgar. Hello.
Hi, you're on with.
taking Jimmy's bit?
Ooh.
Oh.
Because he's not using them on a Wednesday night.
This guy doesn't like your Ecker.
No, dude, you're not putting enough strain on your voice. Do you ever go to like vocal lessons?
No.
Oh.
I love you, L. Eggers.
So what do you guys plan on doing with this sort of double call we got going on here? Because I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know.
It was just random.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I got my own bell.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
It just got real awkward.
Oh, I know. Oh shit, Alan, have you had Anthony on your show?
No. I've called into his a few times, and that's kind of, I mean, it works when you actually have something to say and get through. But
Yeah.
the closest I've come is meeting Jim out in Phoenix and getting Chip to say the name of my podcast, and then also Anthony saying the name of the podcast. So that was kind of cool.
That's
but
cool.
also last week with those face swaps I was doing, I got retweeted by Opie for like it, and I kept getting sort of Twitter traffic for a while from that. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, it was so crazy, man. Like, I just couldn't figure out what you did with that. Like, it was Jimmy's face on Opie's body.
It just
like,
works so naturally.
Oh my god, it was crazy, man. And Anthony's face on Jimmy's body was fucking awesome. Oh my god. And
Yeah, it's almost like, what if Jimmy never really discovered drugs and alcohol, and then that's what it would be.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm a huge O&A fan, dude. I listened since like NEW, man, and it was heartbreaking when they got fired from there, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've done the local radio thing a couple times where I go on, and it kind of makes sense how they would sort of jump to a reaction that way, though. I mean, just in the interest of keeping the advertisers going and all that stuff. Because I went on to a local morning show one time, and this was when the Rob Ford thing was starting to go down, and you know, they were actually surprised that I was keeping up with the Rob Ford thing. And so that was the time where he had that press conference where he's like, I know there's allegations about me cheating. I just want to say I have enough to eat at home. And I started riffing about that, and I was like, yeah, it's like one of those scenarios where, sure, you have enough food at home, but the drive-thru is quicker and a lot less of a hustle to deal with. And then they immediately went into defense mode, like, that's not what he means at all, Alan. Like, oh, fucking A. Like, they're so quick to want to save their jobs and make sure that it's within the bounds of good taste.
He said he would talk to anybody, Mayor Ford, and I emailed him, and he never got back to us, dude. He never got back.
Yeah, you know that email being a bitch for old people. Or maybe it's a Canadian thing. Maybe they don't have email yet.
I don't know. I emailed Anthony, and some people from his show got back to us, but he never did. And I even talked to his sister and brother. We've had his brother on the show before. And
Really?
Joe's cool, man. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I figured he's busy, Anthony, you know, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, why would he's the main guy of the whole show? Why would he be the one setting up all the deals? You know?
yeah, exactly. I wish I could have our intern do all the messaging and all that.
How many episodes have you guys sort of run with this thing? Because you said you've been doing it for about a year now, right?
Yeah, what's it about? 30
So
something?
right now, the Rob and Slim show is at 38. This will be our 38th episode. We did 40 of the show before that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was cool for my show's 50th. We had a bunch of people over. We did sort of an extended broadcast, and this is before we had the video capability. But I have this balcony garden at my apartments, and I grow a bunch of chilies and all this stuff. And I had a ghost pepper plant, and I just sort of threw out the idea, hey, you know, it's a big show. Who wants to eat a ghost pepper? I'll pay you $30. And one of our broke comic friends, because that's how it goes on Albuquerque open mics. Everybody's broke.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I didn't have money to get, or I didn't have gas money to get home, so I kind of needed the $30. So he takes up the challenge and eats the ghost pepper, and he made the mistake of eating the stem with it too. Like, it's just gonna be a lot worse coming out if you eat the stem with it. But for our 100th episode, I went a step further, and like there's this local open micer who is really desperate for attention. He really wants to be included, and nobody really likes him. So he'll really make his social media presence sort of really, hey, why don't you guys include me? Sort of feel going on to it. And when he found out that we were going to be doing our 100th show, he goes, hey man, you should get someone to eat another ghost pepper. I'll do it. And I mean, I didn't even have to offer up any money or anything, and he just offered to eat a ghost pepper. So we get him into the show, and it was we had it towards the very end. We didn't want to have to deal with him the entire show, so we told him just come in for the last 30 minutes. And so we're sitting down, we're getting him all psyched out, like, oh, you're gonna have a sore asshole. Lucas is gonna help you with that. And so he goes, all right, let's just go ahead and do it. So I give him the pepper, he eats it, and like with it right away, within 30 seconds, he opens a bottle of Pepto-Bismol and starts drinking it. And one of my friends hands him a Klondike bar, and so then like a couple minutes go by, he's really overheating and sort of staying completely silent because of how painful it is, which kind of leads everyone else to believe, is this really a ghost pepper, or is he just interacting bad to it? Yeah. So he's in the bathroom acting like he's gonna puke, so we have someone follow him with a camera. We have so just because I mean I ended up putting all the different videos together and sort of putting it in one clip on YouTube. Oh. So you can get the different angles and everything and hear our commentary over it. And while he's in the bathroom, you hear one of the other comedians saying, what if he just did this for our attention? I was like, Nick, it's not even that bad. He thinks he ate a ghost pepper. I gave him the Carolina Reaper, which is the second hottest in the world.
Right.
So I pulled a little switcheroo on his stupid attention-getting volunteer trick.
Oh shit, dude! What?
I'll eat it.
Right.
We had on our old show, Slim ate a bowl of ghost pepper.
No, they
jelly
were
beans.
habanero jelly beans. They were not that bad.
Oh, okay. I thought
they weren't really that bad.
Our friend Christian said they were ghost peppers.
Did he?
I think
they
so.
were not ghost peppers because I put a whole double handfuls of that in my
Wait,
mouth.
they were jelly beans?
Yeah, they were jelly beans. I don't think they were ghost pepper jelly
They're
beans.
made for kids. They're not going to be that hot.
Right. Absolutely.
It's like with those Harry Potter jelly beans they had back in the day. They were like, every flavored bean. You get the grass-flavored one and the vomit flavored. It's not really vomit-flavored. It's just made to taste bad. It's the equivalent of toothpaste and orange juice, basically.
They were pretty terrible. I don't know. I think they got the vomit one down pretty good.
Yeah? I think you should eat a bowl next week, Pete.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Oh, shit.
So what happened between you and your co-host? Was it like a normal break, or did you guys have like a falling out?
No, it was just sort of something that I decided. The last show that we had done, it was a Saturday show, and one of the other comedians was getting ready to leave town. So he was supposed to be on for that episode, and I mean, like, this is kind of a side to the whole thing. I basically just got burned out of the whole process of doing it so frequently, and it's just like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything personal between me or my co-host or anything, but there's a whole thing that kind of led up to the final decision of like, yeah, I'm actually done with it now. Because like for a while, I wasn't really into the whole production of it. I was kind of tuning out for the live shows and just sort of letting everyone else carry it because it seemed to be going pretty well without me sort of pitching in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that sort of stayed with me for a while, and that was a weird sound. Anyways,
he's ripping pieces of paper to write stuff.
so yeah, I basically got burned out with the whole process. But the last time that I sort of decided that I was done with it, we had one of the other comics was leaving, and he didn't make the show that day. So, we did a lot of drinking on our show. It was no matter the time. Like we did a 2 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show, like on different days. So after the show, after our 120th, everyone had left. We stayed drinking for a little
Slim
bit.
said
So it was
you're
like
a
7,
pussy.
8 o'clock.
What? I did not say that.
What happened?
Nothing. Our intern Pete just shouted out and said that I called you a pussy. I did not call you a pussy.
I think you did.
I did not call him a pussy.
Pretty sure you did.
Okay. No, so I stayed drinking for like the entire night, basically playing video games, and then I got a message from the person that was leaving. It's like, hey, you want to still do a show? It's like he didn't get over here till like 2 a.m. So I kept drinking and stayed up all night, and finally with the hangover and sort of extreme alcohol toxicity in my blood and lack of sleep, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop podcasting for a while.
I know how that is.
He says. All right. Think we gotta wrap this up. Oh, do we?
All right.
I gotta piss. Power Ranger.
What is
Did
it?
Edgar rip you off?
No.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, with that said, do you have any projects you would like to plug?
No, not really. Just check out Potential Problems Podcast on iTunes and YouTube, and it'd be cool to talk to you guys again.
All right, man. Thank you. We enjoyed it a lot. You take care, brother.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right.
man.
Later, man. All right. I think we're gonna go on break. We'll be back, guys.
Ralph said, sadly, it's after the fact, and yes. Yeah,
You got music playing or something?
I didn't think
What's
so.
going on, guys?
I didn't play nothing.
I heard something playing in the background.
Oh, there is. It must have went to break.
Yeah.
It was. But Ralph, call us, dude. I give you his phone number. No, I ain't gonna do that. But no, and we only had Skype. But
I would have said
I
it.
would say that.
dude, like I was hoping that after break was on, like.
What an arrogant little twat.
Right?
What?
Right? He was a
God.
fucking dick, bro. Like, he'll call back, I'm sure. But, yeah,
Ralph
really.
or the kid?
No, the other kid, like,
Oh, yeah, he's probably listening.
even when he was like, where's this going? Like, where we going? We've been doing this a year. We've been live,
It's
like.
supposed to go anywhere.
To be a man, you must have honor, and a team.
Ralph,
Yo,
what's up, brother?
what's up with that dude
Oh,
talking shit?
I don't. What a dick, dude! That kid was just a cunt.
Like,
I-
first,
Ralph-
I want to say this. I actually liked his Edgar. I'm not gonna
His
lie.
Edgar was
his
good.
Edgar
That was a
good.
great Edgar.
But
I
I'm.
know,
I liked it.
Is he calling? He's calling back.
Rick's
probably.
calling. Ricky's.
Oh,
my buddy
Ricky's
Ricky's calling.
You throw
No.
Rick on the line too. Whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Ricky.
Yo.
Yo. What's up, honey bunny?
How y'all doing?
Did you listen to the last interview we did?
No, I did not. I was actually hanging with my girl. She just got back from work, so I was like, I gotta, hang out with her a little bit, What did I miss?
Oh.
We're gonna hold on for a
We
second
got Ralph
'cause we
back
got
on.
Ralph back on.
Ralph is back on.
Ralph, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just Like even Rob was saying the whole time that I just looked pissed. I think after when he called you out, and then we called you up, and he was like, "Well, where are we going with this bit?" I'm like, "You just basically said the guy sucks, and you wanted to call him out, and you don't have anything to say. Like, what do you mean? I don't know, man."
Did you ever do voice lessons?
No. Had a great time with us.
What the fuck?
Yeah, did you? Yeah, that too. Like that, dude. Pete's pissed off too. Pete's like, "What a dick, man!" As soon as the guy hung up, we muted all the mics, and we were just like, Like I wanted to be nice to the guy because he did a podcast. He's an O&A fan. I'm sure he's a great kid, but to be like disrespectful like that and not realize.
I didn't know if he was being disrespectful or if he was busting my chops in the beginning. Like, why are you ripping off Jimmy's bit? And I'm like, well. I mean, because he's not using it on a Wednesday. That's why. But to clarify, if he's listening, I don't know if he is. I did Edgar. I've never done Edgar on your show before. But you guys had somebody calling in named Edgar who didn't call. So I thought, this might be a good time to just see if I could do an Edgar impression.
I think he's calling back.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to wait till Rob gets in. All right.
Oh, God.
Should I call back or should I let you have some fun?
He wants to.
He's calling back.
Call back or wait? Just stand by.
I think they're both on. He called back because he heard us.
Cool.
Go sit down.
Hello.
Alan, you there?
Yeah.
Alan, what the fuck, man? We don't like that you were putting down our buddy. He's on the line with you right now, Ralph.
I wasn't putting him down. I was just confused. Okay, like when you guys had me call up for an interview, and then I did an Edgar impression, and you guys decide Edgar off. That's what I was wondering where this was going.
We just saw Ralph. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. We just saw because the way you started it off was like, oh, well, that guy that did Edgar, that wasn't a good Edgar impression.
Where's Rick?
That was that's a fair assessment. That's saying that it's not an accurate vocal impression.
Right. All right.
So.
So. Ralph, what do you got? Well, what do you think about Ralph doing Jimmy's characters? Like, you're not really a fan of that, or?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
yo, where's Ricky?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it. I mean, I just didn't.
You know why I did it?
No. When I was looking into you guys, I looked into a bunch of the clips, and it was a lot of the stuff I was looking at seemed very reminiscent of O&A, and I was kind of thinking, are they trying to do something where it's like ride the curtails of O&A? And I'm not trying to be a dick.
No.
This was my honest assessment.
All right.
Like, you guys have stated you're big fans of O&A, and with Lady Trucker and then the Edgar impressions, it seems like you guys were just trying to do their bits.
So you thought we were ripping off O&A?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we done any O&A bit. I mean,
that's being unbiased.
You know, you're
that's
being
just saying
honest.
It sounds
no,
very
I understand.
Yeah, Gamer Jules said bitch.
Yeah,
Gamer Jules called you a bitch.
We definitely give credit to O&A, and I've never
we've mentioned them and brought them up.
I've had, even on some of the similar bits they've done, like the ideas years before where I've talked to like their pests and been like, you know, don't fuck with us if we ever do this on air. Like I was in radio before too. Like I've had ideas. Like there's nothing I've ever claimed, you know, that we've completely originally done, but we try not to rip them off.
And Ralph has stated too, like he does, you know, last week when he called in as Ecker, he was a little worried, like, you know, would Jimmy be okay with me doing this?
And he wanted Jimmy's input on it. So we're gonna next week, tomorrow we're having Lady Trucker call in at the same time, and they're gonna discuss that. But yeah, no,
Let me go ahead and ask then, how come you guys wanted to wait until after I hung up and possibly wasn't listening to bring all this stuff up? And
I guess
I wasn't
you were listening.
All right, I guess that was shitty on our part. I'm not gonna lie, we're a little drunk, man. That was shitty on our part.
Let me say something. To be fair, I was thinking about saying something, and I was like, I'll just blow it off. And then I actually on Twitter DMing Rob, I did say, I kind of want to call in and talk about it, but I said, but then again, it is after the fact, so that kind of looks shitty. But if he heard that last week, he'll probably hear it now and call back in, and that's cool. Yeah. But I was calling back in to tell you why I did Edgar. And you kind of left that out. The reason I did it, which I did it off the cuff, because I've never done Edgar before, was they actually had somebody named Edgar calling in, and he didn't call. So I thought, oh, it would kind of be a funny opportunity to try to do an Edgar impression.
And the first time you called, Ralph, I thought you might have been Norton. You do Norton's fucking interview.
He does really well with those
characters.
Gamer Jules also said, "Fuck you."
All right, but listen, dude, I do apologize. I'm sorry. You're right. We didn't deal with it the best of way. You seem like a cool guy.
I apologize for nothing, and I am completely unrepentant.
He's mad, but
I'm not angry. Nah, I'm good.
Can I say my only criticism to this point about the Edgar thing is why did Edgar have to be so racist?
The real Edgar was racist.
Ralph, go for it.
You know, maybe that's just a little of my inner.
Coming
out. I don't know.
I thought you were merging that with the real Edgar that was supposed to call.
The real Edgar that was supposed to call was a racist.
Have you lived near him? Have you seen how they live?
The Black Friday?
Well, the real Edgar, he was the guy that did the White Appreciation Day. I don't know if you heard that story.
Yeah. That's why Edgar was racist when I did it. That's right.
That's my fault because I left out that part in the clip. So they would blame me for that. This is shitty editing on my part.
You know, you gotta understand something too. This is for fun. You know, we're all O&A fans, so why? You know, we all do the fuck yeah kind of shit. So like, why not do it?
Yeah.
If now I am getting back into stand-up. I would never in a million fucking years do an Edgar bit or an Uncle Paul impression on stage. That would be horrendous.
Yeah.
Because I don't know Jim. I do know that, you know, like Jim Florentine's got his podcast, or when he does his on-air, sometimes he'll do Chip. And I got to tell you, before I knew Jim Florentine's relationship with, you know, the O&A show, I said, who the fuck is this guy? He's fucking ripping off Jim Norton. I wonder if they know. I had no idea that, because he was doing like maybe 10, 15 minutes of all Chippa stuff. And it was good. It was still funny, but I was like, fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So we cool, man? I think, you know,
definitely. Yeah, I got no quarrels.
All right.
I got no quarrels with anyone either.
He's got quarrels.
Pete's got a snake around his fingers.
Oh, yeah, you might have a snake on your fingers.
Pete, you been drinking?
I think we've all been drinking.
He's been boofing.
Again, you know what? I think it also we just kind of felt through in the interview that you came off a little arrogant. I guess it could just be that we're drunk.
Could be that haircut.
You know, that's could be.
A lot of variables in the world.
But you know, apologize. It's great that you called back and like sorted it out, and I do think you're a really cool guy, and I hope you get back into it, man. Like it's definitely worth still doing like a show, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And again, thanks for being cool about it and taking the call.
Yeah, man.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Take care, buddy.
To be fair, I still think he's a cunt.
Oh, come on. I thought he was all right. It was cool.
Baby.
It was cool.
Lamborghini.
It's cool that he called back.
Lamborghini.
He sorted out. He's still on the phone.
He did a false ending on you. I knew that would happen again, you fuckers.
Hey, I stuck by what I said. I stuck by it. All right? You get the rest of the guys are cunts.
Ricky's still on hold.
Poor Ricky. Do you want to just stay on the phone with us? We might as well just do it all. Get Ricky on the phone. Do you like video games, brother? We're going to talk about video games.
We like porn.
Yeah.
All right, put Ricky on the phone. Ralph, other guy, will
Hennessy.
talk to Hennessy. Get Ricky back.
Might as well salvage the moment, right?
Is Ricky on?
I don't know.
Yeah, Rob can't. Rob's so drunk right now, and he usually runs the Skype, so he can't figure out how to get people off of hold.
Call failed. Call failed.
Call failed.
Call failed.
All right.
Who just hung up?
Everybody.
Wait.
Ralph! Ralph!
You just hanging up on everyone?